Hey, greetings, U.S. history, semester 3. We are officially going downhill. We are now in week 5 of this third semester, and going week 5 in this third semester means we are beyond the halfway point. So we are downhill. So here's our launch for this upcoming week, and what I'm going to do, and I have it in our outline, is that this is going to be a 2-week unit. Yeah, a 2-week unit. So this will covers week 5 and 6. Yeah, weeks 5 and 6. And part of it is because the topic is basically the Vietnam War. And the Vietnam War was America's longest war up until our war in Afghanistan. So the war that we're still in Afghanistan fighting, because we still have boots on the ground there, even though the fighting has de-escalated over the last few years, that we are still have a military presence in Afghanistan. So Afghanistan has kind of, I guess, taken the spot of Vietnam being America's longest war, right around like 18 to 20 years. And so looking back at this unit that I've covered in the past, it'd be impossible for us to cover it all in 1 week. I mean, we could do it in 1 week, but it would just be too much. And so the Vietnam War is a topic that I think all of us probably have some type of prior knowledge about. I mean, I think we've all heard of it. So we might have some things already that we know about it. So hopefully we can kind of build on that. And so what I really want to try to cover in this unit is a lot of things, but really kind of emphasizing the essential question of, why did the United States get involved in Vietnam? And how did we increase our military presence? And it's going to be amazing, how we kind of started off with boots on the ground and how it escalated into the hundreds of thousands of troops, and then of course the Americans that were killed. Probably mentioned this before in class. When you guys went to Washington D.C. as eighth graders, you probably saw the Vietnam Wall, and just it's one of those things that it's just so plain and so simple, but it is so powerful when you see how long the Vietnam Wall is, how high it is, all the names that are on it, but how the names are like so small. And so to me, that's one of the most moving tributes in DC is that Vietnam Wall. So again, I know that we all have some knowledge of the Vietnam War, so that's kind of what we're going to do. The section is so long. How long? It is so long that it covers multiple chapters in TCI. And so the TCI reading that I'm going to suggest that you do is basically into chunks. And so what I'm going to do is you're still going to create a living document, but we're going to do it just a little bit different. I've created 3 videos that kind of take this Vietnam War. So I kind of broke it into thirds. I didn't want to do one long video because that would have been way too long. So I kind of broke it into 3 videos. So video number 1 goes with TCI Chapter 50s, sections 1 and 2. Okay. And so I'm going to play the video. I would encourage you to take notes during the video. That might help. But during the video, there will be 3 questions that you will need to answer. Now, in your living document, the only thing that you have to put into your living document are these 3 questions and your 3 answers. So the other stuff that I'm teaching, you don't need to put that into your living document. That's just going to kind of help you, what I'm teaching, answer those 3 questions. So in video number 1 covers those sections in TCI, and then during the video I'll say, hey, here's one of the questions that you'll need to answer. Here's the second question, and that's all you need to put in your living document. Video number 2 talks about TCI sections 51, 1 and 4. And then again, pen in hand notes during the video. And that one will have 4 questions that you'll need to answer. And again, you'll just add that to your living document. And then the third video talks about TCI sections 52, 1, 2, and 4. And there'll be 3 questions that you'll need to answer from the video. So at the end of this unit, when you turn in your work, and again, it's a 2-week unit. If you look right here, it's 2 weeks. Okay. So it is, the due date is May 29th, not the 22nd. Obviously, if you get it done, you can turn it in early. I think the videos will probably be a little long of me kind of rambling and teaching. So that's why I've kind of stretched it in 2 weeks. So the due date is May 29th. So really at the end, what you'll need to do is turn in your living document with just 10 questions and 10 answers. 3 from the first video, 4 from the second video, and then 3 from the third video. So that's your living document, which will be 10 questions from the video. The on deck questions will continue as normal for the next 2 weeks, so on decks for week 5. And then even if you get your Vietnam unit done early, you'll still have to do your on deck for week 6. So kind of the same in a sense that we're doing a living document. But it's just basically 10 questions that I will present to you in 3 video clips that kind of deal with this Vietnam War, America's longest war up until the Afghanistan War. So that's the work. We've been 6. So I think it should go pretty good. Office hours again will be Monday night. I'll let you know on Thursday. But again, best way to get a hold of me is email because I can respond to those rapid fire if you have any questions. Thanks.